Guys, I want to share something with you. So something just happened, and I always knew that this was a thing. But I received a revelation this time around when I witnessed it. Okay, all the other times I just knew of it, but never thought that I should share anything. So, my daughter just yawned. So I yawned first. And as soon as I finished yawning, she was talking to me, she was watching me, she saw me yawn, and then all of a sudden she yawned. And I was like, do you see the transfer of energy? And she was like, yeah. And instantly, God gave me the revelation. Do you know how many times, like, you know, let's just say, how many of you guys have ever been around someone, you yawned and then they yawned right after you, or they yawned and then you yawned right after, and you're like, whoa, you passed on the yawn to me, you know, like you're passing on the yawn. The reason why people say that as a thing, like you're passing on the yawn, is because it's true. When you are around someone and they yawn, you will yawn as well, right? And the revelation that God gave me is that's the same way when you are around someone who is positive. Bad company corrupts good character. That is the same way when you are around someone who's positive and they have an influence on you, and then you end up changing your life. You end up being encouraged, right? Versus someone who is bad company, and then even though you may not be like them and you may not, you know right from wrong, the more you are around them, let's just say you're around them all the time, it's not a situation where you're just preaching the gospel and you're talking to them, you see them once every month to encourage them. This is a situation where, like, you're hanging out with them. You may not do the same things that they do, but eventually it's gonna pass on to you. Eventually the spirits that they are fighting will start tormenting you because of your light. Will start trying to tempt you because of your light, because the enemy wants to see you fall. This is the reason why God says bad company corrupts good character. The same way how, energy is very real. The same way how whenever there is someone that does black magic, and I stated this in my book and my ebook that's available now. This is one of the things I talk about. And it's in the category of detaching yourself from people. In that category, I mentioned that when you know someone's doing black magic to you, God is going to instruct you to stay clear of them, to remove yourself from them, and to stay clear of them. You have to go no contact. And the reason being is because the transfer of spirit, the transfer of energy. Like, if the person that's doing this has a demon and the demon is trying to take you out, and you are still around this person, there's going to be a lot of things transferred over to you. And not only that, but when they're using what we call in Jamaica science, which is aka Obia, black magic, when they're using that to torment you, it will have a stronger effect if you were around them, close to them. If they use anything that belongs to you, there will be a stronger effect. Why? Because it is something that is connected to you. It's connected to your energy. It's connected to you, your person, your identity, everything about you. Whether it be your hair, whether it be your clothes, whether it be your name, whether it be your picture. Right? And if you are around the person that is doing this and the demon is within that person, you will feel extremely drained and tired. You'll feel extremely sick being around the person. When this particular person, right, who I'm taking to court, this close family member, was doing black magic on me, and I talked about this in my book as well. When I was the spirit was literally suffocating my chest area. Literally. I was laying on a couch and I could hardly breathe. This particular person came downstairs on the phone. She was on the phone and she was talking to the Obia woman in Jamaica who was doing it. She was talking to them on the phone. And the Obia woman was not saying anything. The Obia woman told her to sit across from me and so she could do the magic. The reason why is because the woman doing the voodoo, the Obia, she had to be around someone who is around me. Like, she had to be connecting with someone who is around me. So her talking to the person that's paying her on the phone, that's a transmute of energy. That is them connecting their energies, right? And then the person that's paying her sitting across from me, they're transferring it over to me. Do you get it? So it's a transfer of spirits. It's a transfer of energy. It's a transfer of demonic spirits. Transfer of attacks, right? So as I was laying there and I was suffocating, she was monitoring my every move and reporting it back to the woman, right? So this is why God will tell us to stay clear of the people that are doing this to us. And this is why God will tell us we have to go no contact. And this is why God will separate you from even your blood, or separate you from certain environments, or he'll tell you to up and move. Because being in a home where someone is sending spirits to that home, that is a transmute of energy. That is a transfer of energy. That is someone sending spirits to your home. Your home is filled with things that represent you. So it will have an effect on you if they know your address, or they sense a spirit to your home and your home is not covered, or your home's not protected. Or God will say, you know what? You need to move, because even after you pray and you fast and you clear away whatever is there, they're going to keep trying to do it. So God may actually tell you to up and leave from that environment, from that area, because of the cursed spirits, and because the home may end up being cursed, or the area may end up being cursed, because the witch or the warlock attacking you may end up cursing that particular area. And because the area you may live in is not blessed, and there's many more people who are, who are doing similar things, God may not want you there. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is the reason why it's so important to be obedient, okay? And to listen to God when he tells us to stay clear of certain people, certain things. Just like it's so easy for you to yawn, and that yawn pass on to your friend. You notice that you just yawned, your friend's yawning now, then your other friend's yawning now, the whole group is yawning. That's the same way with spirits. That's the same thing with the company you keep. I'm telling y'all, okay? I love you guys. Bye.